Peter Whittle is running for mayor of London under the banner of UKIP. Let's talk about your plans.
Well, we have a manifesto coming out early next year, but undoubtedly, when it comes to the mayor in London, he has power in some very important areas, housing, in police and crime, and in transport. And without question, the biggest problem facing London at the moment is a chronic housing shortage. Britain generally has a bad housing situation, but London particularly so. And one of the reasons for that is that it's impossible to plan how many houses you need when you don't know how many people are coming into the country. And what we've seen over the past 10 years...
Which solutions? To build more or to block migration?
Well, the other mayoral candidates will talk endlessly about, if you like, the supply. They will say we need 42,000 new houses or we need 60,000. But the truth is that it's not really looking at the problem and the real cause of the problem, which has been uncontrolled migration, which is causing all sorts of problems in London. Do you know, only recently on the outskirts of London, for example, police raided a couple of houses and found something like 50 European migrants living in those houses in terrible conditions. This is not good for them. It's not good for anybody. And the fact is that you can talk about how many houses you want to build, but you can't do actually very much about it if you do not know who's coming into the country, who's coming into the city, and how many.
Are you more worried by the European migration or by migration coming from Commonwealth countries?
No, I think the thing is, you see, in the situation we have at the moment is that if you are in the European Union, regardless of your economic circumstances, regardless of your skills, you have automatic right to come into Britain. If you're outside the EU and you want to come from India, say, and you have great skills as an engineer or an architect or any of these things, you have to go through all sorts of different hoops and different regulations in order to get here. And that is very unfair. So what we want is a general level playing ground for everybody. We want a point-style system, rather like they have in Australia, so that we can apply it to all countries. And that seems to me to be the fairest way of doing it. At the moment, it's actually simply not fair.